and we are live here at Seymour High School with the Seymour Wildcats coming in at 11-6, taking on the visiting St. Paul Falcons coming in at 9-8 in what is an NBL battle here. I'm Zachary Gerster, and I'm here with.
Dino Varelli, founder and CEO of Project Purple. Zach, we're back here at Seymour. We've got a good one tonight. It's a pink out. Seymour Wildcats paying homage to breast cancer awareness, and also, I believe, Seymour Pink, which is a local group here in Seymour, supporting patients and families locally with breast cancer. But exciting one tonight, Zach. We got the St. Paul Falcons coming in at 8-8. They've lost a couple of games here. I think the last five they've lost in a row, but they've been close ones. I know Seymour got away with one up in Bristol a couple of weeks back, but we should have a good one here tonight. So for those tuning in for the first time, might be like, well, who is Project Purple and what is Project Purple Sports? Well, Project Purple is a Seymour-based charity that provides financial aid and hope to patients battling pancreatic cancer. Project Purple supports patients battling the disease through patient financial aid and nutrition assistance programs. We also raise funds for critical research for early detection and treatment of pancreatic cancer. To learn more about Project Purple, visit our website at www.projectpurple.org. Follow us on social media at Project Purple on Instagram. For more Project Purple content, check out our podcast on Spotify under Project Purple Podcast, or visit our blog at our website. So, Zach, we're going to pause here for the playing of the national anthem. We'll talk a little bit more about Project Purple Sports. Exciting initiative that we launched last year to bring awareness to communities through student athletes. We've got some partnerships that we're going to be talking through at halftime and throughout the game that help us provide some really exciting things for student athletes all across the country with Project Purple Sports. And we're also going to have a special announcement, I think, here. Senior tri-captain Joey Carfiello scored his 1,000th. Last time these guys played the other night.
Good evening, everybody. Before we start here tonight, just want to do a quick little ball presentation for one of our players who got 1,000 points tonight at Kennedy. So in that game, Joey Carfield became the 10th player in program history to record his 1,000 point. So we have a ball here with his name on it, the year, and it says 1,000 points. So congratulations to Joey.
So Zach, the presentation from Joe Carfiello Sr. to his son, Joe Carfiello Jr. here. Quite a moment here. Both of them up on the Seymour Wildcat 1,000-point score banner. Pretty impressive.
Welcome to Seymour High School. Tonight's basketball
So we're going to pause here for the
between
playing of the
St. Paul
national
Falcons
anthem.
and your Seymour Wildcats. As we for the visit. Junior,
So we are
Sean
currently meeting our
McMahon.
St. Paul starting
St.
lineup,
Paul is coached by Steve Phelps.
and after we run Seymour's starting lineup, we'll
And
get you
now,
the St.
your
Paul
Seymour
starting lineup.
Wildcats.
We're going to take a brief break here and introduce you to
Number
Seymour's
12,
starting lineup.
senior,
Senior captain, Robbie Carfiello, number 2.
Senior captain, number 10, Joey Carviello.
Senior captain number 4, Shane White. Nobody in practice could guard me.
Logan Hamilton, number 0, senior. Shane cannot guard me.
Joe Carfiello, head coach of the Seymour Wildcats. This is my 22nd year as the varsity coach.
All right, so that is our Seymour boys lineup. And Dino, you have the St. Paul lineup for us?
Yeah, so St. Paul goes really young, Zach. They go sophomore Kobe Degato, sophomore Cooper Antonini. I just butchered that last name. Sorry, Cooper. We'll get that straight later on, though. Sophomore Nicholas Leggett, junior Sean McMahon, and sophomore Ethan Clements. So, Zach, we were saying at the start of the stream here, you've got 2 Carfiellos now on the 1,000-point scorers. In the NVL, I think there's 2 other father-son tandems that we've had this year. So, one this year and one last year. You have the Lots, Phil Lott and his son Zaire Lott, who played at WCA. Phil played at Wilby. And this year, that was last year. This year, you had Elijah Parker, who plays at Holy Cross, and his dad, Phil Parker, who we just had last week at Wilby, both over 1,000-point scorers. So St. Paul controls the tip, Zach. So I know Seymour won the first game up in Bristol. We'll see how this one pans out tonight.
And then that first game was just a barrage of three-pointers from number 4, Shane White. St. Paul will look to be on top of him, and here comes Hamilton leading the break the other way.
Substitution in the starting lineup, Ethan Placencia gives Seymour some size, Zach. So I know we were talking about this pregame. See how that will work here in Seymour's advantage. But Degata is pretty tall, not as big as Placencia, but White with a deep 3.
Woo! And he's picking off where he left off against St. Paul back in early January.
He was pretty hot in that Kennedy game. The last game, I know it was a away game. We watched it online. Kudos to our friend up in Waterbury there, Chris Saunders, did a great job with the Kennedy Seymour game, and White was a difference maker in that game for him.
I like having Placencia in just for the pick and roll aspect there. There was a great screen, got Robbie Carfiello a great look.
I wonder if the Seymour players, Zach, are going to get a little bit more open tonight with Placencia playing in that middle, like you said, that pick and roll. Not sure if they're accustomed to being that wide open. Clements with a deep 3. He's their go-to guy. He's the super sophomore. Now we've got a super sophomore downstate in Fairfield, but St. Paul's got a pretty good sophomore in Ethan Clements.
Yes, they do. Joey Carfiello gets into the lane. Cannot finish. Rebound Placencia. Good kick-out pass. Joey will try a 3.
Zach, that's why he's in there. Rebounds and screens.
And it looks like, I don't know if they're about to check Jake George into the game, as there's a 3 from St. Paul way off.
It looks like a double dribble there. Clements with a deep 3. Good job there by Placencia.
So I'm assuming Jake George is going to come in for Placencia here, but I don't know how I feel about that. He's just been dominating the offensive and defensive glass.
Yeah, I like this action here, Zach. Look at that screen. That action is going to be there.
Hamilton with a step back, rims in and out. And here comes St. Paul down the other way. Clements leads the break. Drops it off. Blocked by Robbie Carfiello to stay here for St. Paul.
So St. Paul is coached by the legend, Steve Phelps, excuse me. And Placencia goes out, George in. So let's see how this changes the dynamic here for Seymour offensively and defensively.
Well, now St. Paul has a size advantage.
Yeah, I don't know if easy two for Degata.
That's what
Kobe.
happens when you take out your size.
So 5-3, St. Paul. George with a deep three off the mark. I don't know if that's who you want shooting your three, Zach.
No, I agree with you, Dino. I don't think so either.
Thrown away there by Clements. So this St. Paul team's really young, Zach. I know kind of been in a rebuild the last couple years. 2 years ago, they had a senior-laden team and was at the top of the NVL, but they've kind of been rebuilding the last 2 years. Blocked there by McMahon. Robbie Carfiello gets on the board, his first three.
Well, it looks like if you're going to beat St. Paul, they're going to have to do it from behind the arc. They haven't been able to get much going inside.
So, Zach, we're 3/4 of the way. Nice pass there by McMahon. I think Degata is going to be an issue here for Seymour. We've seen this in the past with teams with size. And when you're shooting from three, Zach, right, you don't really get the big guy in trouble in terms of Seymour attacking the basket.
Carfiello will not get the friendly roll. I mean, that's why I liked having Placencia in. It was a very different ball game when he was down low.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see Coach Carfiello go back to the big guy here a little bit more this game than we've seen him in the past. But I agree with you, Zach. You gotta be in that attack mode, and right now, Seymour's offensive dynamic so different with Placencia on the bench.
It really is, as Clements will rise up and can't get it to go. Rebound, Robbie Carfiello. And he's going to push it right at the St. Paul defense. Can't finish. And St. Paul's out the other way.
Doubled by Seymour. McMahon has a deep three off the mark. Good rebound there by George. Boxing out. Clements almost stole it. Seymour's got numbers here. Oh.
So it looks like they switched from a zone to, well, I guess they're in a matchup zone man. I don't even know.
Well, it looks like, yeah, it's kind of like an amoeba zone, Zach.
Yeah.
Almost like.
Robbie Carfiello will try another three. George with the rebound.
Looks like Degata had a hand in his shirt, Zach. No call there by the official. White with it. You know, this St. Paul team early, so we're going to have a substitution here. Junior Rigsby into the game for Degata. So St. Paul has and Brandon Calabrese for Jake George, who had good hustle there. I don't know if I like that substitution by Coach Carfiello, though. George is giving you some quality rebounds.
Yeah, I think he's trying to go for shooting now to kind of spread the floor a little bit. We'll see how that works out.
Rigsby's not that tall, so now you're even in terms of size here, Zach. As we talk Hamilton to the hole. As they're saying that, Hamilton able to just drive to the hole. Good recognized there by Logan Hamilton. St. Paul with really a lack of size there in the middle. Let's go! Clements doubled. Turnover.
Stolen by Calabrese. White will put up a three from deep, and he'll connect. And that's his second. Yeah.
He's feeling it. Coach Phelps is shaking his head. I think that was a similar action to what happened up in Bristol. White went off from three. And, Zach, that was from NBA range.
Yeah, I don't know what St. Paul did to upset Shane White, but he likes to play against them.
Yeah. Refs letting him play here, Zach. Little physical play here.
Good move by Clements.
rebound there. White gets it.
Give it to him again. I want to see a heat check. I want to see
Rigsby
a
just
heat check. And that'll be Joey Carfiello punches it home for 2 and the foul. He'll head to the free throw line for 1.
so that fouls the first on Nicholas Leggett, 15. Looks like a couple subs here. Leggett goes out, as does McMahon. Number 10, Amir Sumler, sophomore, along with number 5. Excuse me, number 3,
Good
Max
hustle by
Capetto.
Yeah, good hustle by Calabrese to tap it to White to get a second chance there.
Turnover, though, by Max. Got to be ready, son. Ooh, that's the first on Leggett. Excuse me, Clements. So 2 quick fouls here for St. Paul. Trailing 13-7 here. Substitution here for Seymour. Motel into the game. Sophomore. Seen him play quite a bit here, varsity time, the last couple games, Zach. Calabrese. Just off the mark, Zach. Wow. That pass was pretty calculated. Sumler just threw that ball like straight down the middle, Zach. It was a bad pass. Frazier, another sophomore, into the game.
I mean, their entire roster is juniors and sophomores at St. Paul.
He replaces Antolini. But that pass by Sumner just was not good, Zach. The defender was right there. Calabrese really didn't have to move much.
No,
Maybe
not
he
at
didn't
all.
see him.
I don't know how you wouldn't see him there. It's a small court, you know.
Yeah. Looks like that's going to be the first on Motel. So Mike Rigsby, the junior, to shoot 2 here, Zach. St. Paul trailing 13-7. Rigsby makes the first.
I don't like that jumper, though, Dino. I'm going to be really honest here. It didn't look good at all.
Rigsby makes both.
I don't want to, like, dissect his jumper, but it looks like it hurts when he's shooting it. It's supposed to be smooth.
30 seconds. Seymour up 4 here. Let's see if they can make it 6 or 7.
Robbie almost dropped Clements.
Clements in his shorts, Zach, as they say. Good defense by the sophomore. Wait with it. Deep 3.
Well, that would have been a heat check and a half. Still got a chance to get another shot up.
Wow. That looked like and 1 there. No call by the refs. So Seymour goes into the second quarter up 6, 15-19. Zach, so I know we've talked a little bit about Project Purple Sports and what is Project Purple Sports. So this is a really great initiative that we launched last year to bring awareness to the community through high school sports and high school athletics. We're super excited. We've got 2 partners with us this year. I know we're going to talk about them throughout the game, but with New Balance and Hartford Healthcare. We'll talk more about that. But this has been an exciting year. We're 3/4 of the way through the boys and girls basketball season. We've had some really big games. We've had the number 1 and number 2 team in the state. We've done a lot of NVL. We've done a lot of SWC. We've even done the FCAC with Trumbull and St. Joe's last week at Sacred Heart. So it's been a great season for us here. So make sure to subscribe to our Project Purple Sports channel. Make sure to follow, if you're on X, Project Purple Sports on X to stay up to date. We hope to have some exciting updates here soon with regards to playoff action. I mean, Seymour has qualified for the state tournament, as has St. Paul with their 8th victory. So 8 wins here in the state of Connecticut gives you entry into the state tournament, which we'll talk about where these teams are. Zach, let's give a quick shout out. We were supposed to be in Clinton, New York last night, but unfortunately snowstorm delayed that, and that game got moved to tonight. So good luck to the Clinton girls and boys teams putting on a Project Purple awareness game tonight. So if people are watching from afar, hope both those teams are doing well tonight.
Yeah, and for more information on that, just check our socials. We just put a nice piece out, a nice write-up by one of the Clinton news sources over there. We want to thank them. They're honoring one of our superhumans, Sam Constantino. And we have Van White talking to the cameraman over
He's feeling good tonight, Zach.
here.
He's got probably a foot advantage here with Sumner guarding him, Zach. I would love to see them go to that. Joey Carfiello with a deep three. Frazier into the game to start the quarter. Clements with a deep three, wide open. You got to know where that kid is, Zach. He's
Yeah.
a player.
He's been the one who's been shooting most of the shots for St. Paul too. So I don't know why you have a man down and a hand down when you're around Clements.
Motel has it. Back to Robbie Carfiello. Joey Carfiello is telling him to move.
White's
Shane
gotta
White.
be careful. Yeah, he's gotta be
Yeah,
careful.
he's got the shorter player on him. Robbie Carfiello just beats the shot clock. He's got 5, Zach.
Yeah, he just stepped through the lane for a nice finish. Clements is going to take it from deep and connect, and now he's turning it on for St. Paul.
He's got 9, Zach.
Yeah, all from 3. Calabrese to answer. They had White in the corner wide open.
Yeah, there's a mismatch here, though. Joey's got the shorter player on him. Go to the mismatch, Zach. This is what we have not seen Seymour take advantage of this year, but Carfiello with the easy 2. Height advantage there for Seymour.
Took a little bit.
Drives. Yeah, I think he took an extra step there.
Yeah, it also took a little bit, but at least Joey was able to get the rebound for the putback too there. Clements will go in with the left, can't finish. Rigsby will get fouled. I think it'll be Motel's second.
Looks like that's going to be on Joey.
Yeah,
That's on Joey. That's his
Never
first.
mind. That wasn't on Motel. Motel will stay with 1 foul.
So Rigsby to the line again. He's perfect, 2 for 2. We've got a slew of substitutions coming in for Seymour. Rigsby makes the first. Cortella in for the first time. He replaces Motel. George to replace White. And Hamilton in to replace Calabrese. So Seymour's pretty tall. Well, the lineups match up well here against St. Paul. Not really advantage, disadvantage. Rigsby misses that second, Zach.
Yeah, he does. I mean, it's about time. That jump shot. Like, I don't know. It's like basic fundamentals. You don't push the ball. You want to shoot the ball. This Carfiello will try to score. Rebound, George kicks it out to Cortello. Hamilton will try a 3 on the move, and he's got it.
I like that shot by Hamilton in the flow there, Zach. That's a much better attempt than just jacking a 3.
I like it. I mean, props to Jake George. He's been out there hustling.
He's had like 3 or 4 really good rebounds. So Seymour had numbers there, but George was wide open and missed them. I think there's a mismatch here with Carfiello and McMahon.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of mismatches on the court. Even Cortello has one. Carfiello will rise up for 3, and he'll connect. So Seymour,
Zach, he's got 9.
Again, Seymour's just been raining 3s, and that'll be warrant a timeout from Coach Phelps as St. Paul is now down 9.
Looks like that's going to be a 60-second.
Oh,
30-second. 30
maybe
seconds.
they gave Clements a technical there.
Yeah, I think that's
Slamming
just
the
out
ball.
of frustration. I don't think that warranted a technical. Yeah, I saw that.
Well, I thought when the ref was walking over to...
I think he was trying to find out what the timeout was. So, if you're St. Paul here and Coach Phelps, I mean, you've been in a tough stretch here. You've lost the last 5. They won. They've lost 5 of their last previous 7 games. So I misspoken. Yeah, they're 9-8. overall. So I know we said 8-8, but 9-8 overall. They've lost 5 of their last 7. Their last game was a win versus Woolkit, but I think they went through that Waterbury stretch, and they also had the Seymour loss built into there. So a little bit of frustration here in this team. I mean, they're young, Zach. As I said, this has kind of been their rebuilding period. I know last year was like the start of the rebuild. A lot of these players played last year as well. Go back 2 years ago, they were very, very good and had a very experienced team and made a nice run in the NVLs and also, in the postseason. So 25-16 Seymour here, 5 minutes to go.
And I will say that both these teams are 6th and 7th in the NBL, so they won't overtake Seymour St. Paul with a win, but it will allow them to get better position.
Hamilton had a hand on it. Carfiello on the shorter player there. Nice move. Woo! Sumler gets his first 2. It's only a sophomore, Zach.
Yeah, that was a good move by him. Beating the longer and taller Joey Carfiello for a nice floater. They'll get, I think, Clements with a second.
Yeah, Phelps is not happy with that call. That's his second. The other thing too, Zach, so for St. Paul, they're up in Bristol. Not to harp on the officiating, but when they're playing in Bristol, they get the Hartford County refs. So when they come down here, they're getting the New Haven County refs. So I don't know if these refs are used to Coach Phelps. Good block there by Degata. McMahon. Clements deep 3, Zach.
That would have been a heat check and a half.
Seymour comes up with it, but it's going to stay St. Paul ball. Degata had a hand on it, and then Carfiello was able to strip it away, but unable to hold on to it. He came down.
He wanted a foul, but even Coach Carfiello said there's no foul there. It's just basketball. So Seymour switching back to kind of that matchup 3-2 that we've seen them play a little bit here.
So St. Paul's got a little bit of a height advantage. Ooh. Maybe that's the makeup from before. So Clements is going to shoot 2. I thought that was on the floor. Maybe it was a pass. It's on the floor, right? Oh, they're going to give him shooting.
Yeah. I think they're going to say he was in his shooting motion. I don't know if he was looking to kick or.
He was coming up with it, Zach, but I thought he was going to.
It looked like he was going to pass, yes.
Clements makes the first. So 25-19, St. Paul. White in to replace Joey Carfiello. He's the leading scorer for Seymour with 9 so far. Clements makes both.
He's got to be in double figures, no? Clements?
He's got 11, leading all scorers. So man-to-man full court here by St. Paul.
I like it. Put some pressure on Seymour. You're away. You got to play with some aggressiveness. His White will line up another 3, and he'll connect for his 3rd in this first half. Well, I'm sure Seymour might have figured something out as McMahon will respond. Seymour's figured out that they're going to need to continue to hit some 3s here to space out the St. Paul offense. And St. Paul needs to figure out where the shooters are on the court.
If you're Seymour, though, Zach, you got to play your style of basketball. Attack. They got lucky there. Hamilton gets it, shoots again.
He got hit on the wrist, though. Good rebound by Hamilton.
A lot of contact there, no call. George had a hand on it, Zach. Got to find the shooters here, though.
No, we left it short. Yeah, that's going to be Clements' 3rd.
No, they're gonna call that on Cortella.
No, I think Carfiello, actually. Robbie.
Oh, it's on Robbie?
It looked like they motioned 2.
Yeah, Robbie Carfiello, his 2nd. So Calabrese will check in for Robbie Carfiello, Joey Carfiello back in, and Motel. Zach, we haven't seen Ethan back into the game. I would love to see Ethan here. Maybe the last 2 minutes. I mean, you've got a 5-point lead. If you're Coach Carr, put him back into the game. He was very effective. See, he was effective in that. Motel's going to get called for his second. So I wonder if Coach Carfiello goes back to Ethan Placencia here as Degata would shoot too. But he was very effective in the start of that game on both sides
Yeah.
of the court.
I agree with you completely. I mean, Seymour has been lacking a true center this entire season. Not that they really had one last year, but they had taller players that could really anchor down the defense and even offensively set some tough screens. So it's going to be worth a look to see if Placentia can get in there as Degata misses a second and gives you guys some quality minutes offensively and defensively. Motel skips through the lane and he'll get a call for a travel.
Travel. Yeah.
So here they go on
Yeah.
cue.
He heard us. Yeah, I think this is a good move here, Zach.
I agree.
I like the move. Maybe put him down. There you go. I like the move. He was very effective. So 28-24. Let's see if Seymour can take advantage. You just got to know, though, sure, he's a senior. He knows, like, Clements has been shooting some deep threes, Zach. So you just got to know where the shooters are, right?
Yeah, but he's tall enough that he doesn't even need to be all the way out there. He can just close out, get a hand up.
See how that changed? Just that one play there. See how that he slid down. So that's all right. But Placencia slid down and was behind Degata, and Clements couldn't get the ball in there because he knew he had the bigger player. The Placencia was back there, Zach. So he caused the turnover without even causing the turnover.
Yeah, here's going to be a
I wish Joey would have waited for the screen there.
Yeah,
instead of-
he will get back though and almost force it. Steal, and there's Placencia again on
Placencia.
the glass.
Making a difference, Zach.
Joey from three.
It's a bad shot, Zach.
Paladin's got to grab, like, they got to be more physical, too, if you're Seymour. I mean, that's a loose ball, a 50-50 ball. You can't just poke at it. You got Placencia right there.
Go to the backcourt with Carfield. I'd love to see a screen on the ball here, Zach. Hopefully we see this. Double foul. Double foul there. I didn't see it, Zach.
I don't know. I didn't see it either.
So double foul there. 10, Sumler and White getting into it. That's White's first. Yeah, they've been kind of grabbing each other for a while. Yeah, I think Coach Phelps is trying to. He's trying to. I think the bench has. Well, so that's the fifth foul then on Seymour. White's trying to get an understanding here. I guess the other ref called it, but I didn't see it. I know they were pushing each other earlier, so I don't know if that led to them looking at it. So it's a double foul.
They're all talking now. Hold on. I want to hear what they're saying.
So there's some talking here between the players and the officials and the coach. I think Coach Phelps is so it's going to stay Seymour ball here, but looks like a double foul. I think he's trying to explain. Lead officials trying to explain to Coach Phelps, like, what happened here. It's going to stay Seymour ball, but it's a double foul. So they switch. Clements on White, Sumler on Hamilton. So,
Well,
Zach, let's see.
The same thing now with
Hamilton. Yeah, let's see if Placencia with that screen.
Hamilton rise up and can't get it to go.
Love to see that screen on the top, though. Nice drive by
Clements.
I'll take that. That's good defense, Zach. Placencia with his first.
I thought he got the ball.
Yeah, maybe on the downswing. But I like the effort by the senior Ethan Placencia. He's given Seymour energy here, Zach.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, but I also know if you get the ball before you get the man, that's not a foul. It's
But
normally.
it looked like Clements was still in his
Yeah,
shooting motion
but
and
he
he
hit.
kind of got bumped. It's just size. It's just size. There you go. Clements, or sorry, excuse me, St. Paul almost had that steal. White wide open.
White to try another three. No good, but Placentia grabbing another rebound, tips it out to Carfiello. Hamilton grabs it. So here's Seymour. I mean, to your point, they have more juice when Placencia is in the game. Hamilton with a tough floater. And
He's
he's
got
got it.
7.
Yeah. Clements to respond. No good. Another rebound, Placentia. I would like to see some of those outlet passes a little bit better time, but he's dominating the offensive and defensive glass.
So 24 on the shot clock. White with another wide open 3 off the mark. 3 on 2 here.
Oh, charged by Hamilton.
So that's going to be Clements' third, Zach.
Woo.
That's a big foul.
And
Clements
Hamilton,
with his third. He's going to hopefully sit out. He's got 26. Great charge by Hamilton. George is coming in for Placencia. Great job by Placencia. Capetto into the game for Clements. Carfiello into the game for Calabrese. So if you're Seymour, you hold it here for 1. Phelps is, I don't know, he's talking to, Coach Phelps is talking to the referee. I think he wants closely guarded.
you're going to get it now.
Yeah. A lot of contact there.
Robbie Corpio can't get it to go at the
A
buzzer.
lot of contact there.
Gonna sit.
Carfiello on the ground. He gets helped up by a couple of St. Paul kids. Good sportsmanship there. Coach Phelps is still jawing with the official.
Yeah,
I think he wanted it closely guarded there.
I think some of the St. Paul players wanted it too because they were sitting right there on top of him. Robbie Carfield, that was with about 11 seconds, and they were sitting there for like a good amount of time. But
So St. Paul within 5. They cut the Seymour lead here. We're going to go to halftime, 30-25 here. Seymour up, but Zach, we've got a good one here. St. Paul keeps attacking, but their star sophomore, super sophomore, Ethan Clements, with 3 fouls. But Zach, he's leading them with 12. So we'll see what happens in the second half for Seymour. You've got Joey Carfiello with 9, Shane White with 9, leading the way for Seymour. Logan Hamilton and Robbie Carfiello. Robbie's got 5, Logan's got 7, but Zach, we've only had 4 Seymour players score. So I know we've talked about this in previous games. We know Joey's going to get his 30 points. Who else is going to step up for Seymour to kind of lead this way? I mean, unless they only let, unless this is a 40-35 game, which could be the case here defensively, but we'll see what happens. So we're going to pause here for halftime, and we'll be back with about 3 minutes to go. Talk a little bit about our sponsors and talk a little bit more about this St. Paul Seymour game.
Wildflower Confections is a veteran-run boutique bakery in downtown Seymour. I say boutique because we do custom cakes for all kinds of occasions, big or small, birthdays, weddings, big celebrations, all things that you would need something sweet for. So that's where we really like to shine, is the custom work. We also have a brick and mortar storefront where you can come in and get cookies, cupcakes, merchandise, cold items like rolled cake truffles that we do by hand, and all things that you can imagine.
All right, so thank you to Wildflower for their support of Project Purple Sports. If you're ever in Seymour downtown, check out Wildflower for some amazing confectionery, cupcakes, sweets. They do amazing custom cakes too. So as we go to the start of the third quarter here, Seymour up 30-25. As you said, leading scorers for Seymour, Joey Carfiello with 9, Shane White with 9, Robbie Carfiello with 5, and Logan Hamilton with 7. For the visiting St. Paul Catholic Falcons, Ethan Clements leading the way with 12, Sean McMahon with 3, Amir Sumler with 2, Mike Rigsby with 3, and Kobe Degata with 5. So looks like it's going to be St. Paul ball to start this half. I know there was some discussion here with the coach of St. Paul, Coach Phelps, with one of the officials. I think he was inquiring about still that double foul that occurred between White and Sumler in that third quarter. So let's see what the lineups here. Positive sign here. Looks like for Seymour, they're going to go with Placencia. So their starting lineup here to start Hamilton, Placencia, Robbie Carfiello, Joey Carfiello, and Shane White Jr. So Placencia was somewhat of a difference maker in the first half to start the game and then to end. To start the game and then to end the first half. Brought a lot of energy, rebounds. Also matches up very well with Kobe Degata, the sophomore, the big guy from St. Paul. But I think Placencia is a little bit taller and probably about 100 pounds heavier. So story for St. Paul, turnover to start the half. Clements does start the half. He's got 3 fouls, so we'll see if that becomes an issue. Robbie Carfiello over to his brother Joey Carfiello. Looks like St. Paul's in a man-to-man. Joey drives out to Hamilton. White gave it a look. He's got Clements on him. I'd love to see them use Seymour use Placencia here. I mean, not a player that's played a lot of minutes this year, but he's given them a lot of energy here this game. Nice pass, skip pass over the top.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Jump ball. Ooh, they got away with one there. I thought there was some contact, but that's going to be Seymour ball. So, Zach, Placencia, I mean, that pass, probably not advised for anyone else, but he is the tallest player on the court. So I would say that was a good pass by him, able to see over the top of the defense there.
They had him actually on a flash cut there, too. If they waited a few more seconds, Clements thought about it. Goes into a floater. Blocked by Bam White. But I will say Placencia there with the size, making it a lot difficult or a lot tougher for Clements to get that floater off.
So Coach Phelps arguing there. He's looking at the other side official saying that the player got hit there. He wanted a foul call. Good defense here by White. That made McMahon, he gets into the book here. He's got 5. So Seymour up 3. Zach. The St. Paul JV team and the bench starting to clap. They don't have many fans in the gym, but they're making some noise. Nice runner by Robbie Carfiello. He's got 7.
It breaks the scoring open for Seymour here in the third.
So Zach, I was saying, I like Placencia in here. He's giving you some really quality minutes.
And ooh, there's a 3.
Nicholas Leggett, he's got an older brother who was a pretty good player here at St. Paul, 1,000-point scorer. So he's got good DNA. Hamilton's just too small, man.
Blocked
Gotta
by
give that
Degata.
gotta-
Clements in transition.
White got hit there by McMahon. Yeah, that's a good call.
And he
So
said something to Leggett after that.
I think he got poked in the face. So Zach, defense-wise, team defense for Seymour, 51 points a game. A couple substitutions here. Calabrese in for Placencia. I don't know if I like that.
I don't either, especially with Degata on the court. I mean, offensively it works because now you space the floor. If they look at Calabrese, he's sitting wide open in the corner, which Robbie Carpiello would do it himself. First 4 here for Seymour in the start of the third. But defensively, you got to have someone match up with Degata in the post. He has a size advantage, and Clements is telling him to go mouse in the house.
If you're Seymour, though, you should have weak side help there. Should.
Yeah, well, they really should, but they don't.
I think he pushed off. Degata got away with a push off there.
Yeah, I mean, if you have Placencia, that's not happening. But if you're Calabrese, you need to stay in the corner and pull Degata out of the paint. Once again, Calabrese is wide open in the corner. If they would look for him, he's still wide open. White for the try a 3, can't get it to go.
The other thing that we saw in that first half, Zach, Seymour got a lot of rebounds.
They did, but I think Placencia had at least 8 of them. Woo! Pulled the chair on him. That was a quality move there. Quality move by Shane White.
Phelps is not happy with it. But
do that in 2K a lot. It's called pulling the chair on the bigger defender. They normally go flying out of bounds. It's like a glitch in the game, but there it'll be a charging foul and Degata.
Sumler all over Carfiello. He's got to be careful here. Yeah. That was a good call. He was all over him. So Sumler picks up his second.
I like the defense from Sumler there, though.
Yeah.
Picking up full. But once again, Calabrese is still wide open in the corner, and Degata is standing in the paint. So I don't understand what this substitution was if you're not going to pass him the ball.
Yeah, Coach Carf's got to get a timeout here. These players got to run. White was wide open. Hamilton.
Boom.
Hamilton's got 10.
Yeah, he joins Joey. Actually, Joey's not even in double figures yet. He'll break the double figure scoring for Seymour. So once again, but if you see, if Degata drops down, there was no one there behind him. White rotated over now. McMahon can't get it to go.
Clements gets the rebound, though, Zach. Turns and shoots. That's going to be another one on Degata. That's 2 quick fouls on Degata.
So now here's where they're in man. Look at Calabrese. Okay, they subbed him out now, but still.
So Rigsby into the game for Degata, but
let's see if Rigsby does the same thing, because if he does the same thing Degata did, you got to find Calabrese. He's wide open.
This is maybe the mismatch you'd want to go to here.
Once again, he's still wide open in the corner. Flush everyone out. Joey Carpiello stepped through the lane, and he'll finish for 2.
He's got 11, Zach. And we know he can score in bunches.
Gets a steal. He's got his brother up ahead. Robbie finishing through some contact there, no call. And he's got 6 here, and that'll put him in double figures as well. Clements to answer back.
Sumler able to get that rebound. That's going to be on Calabrese, though, Zach. His first. Timeout coming here. Let's see what the ref calls here. Full timeout. St. Paul looks like. So St. Paul takes a 60s out. So I know we were, talk about. I think Coach Phelps. I think he's. Did he want a word with the ref, or he's making small talk with him? I think he wants to talk to the ref.
Again. Oh man,
He
it's
just
like
threw the clipboard to his assistant coach, and he's going to work the ref here. So Coach Phelps, a legend at St. Paul, Zach. He's got a lot of victories, and there's a reason for that. But he is working these refs over tonight. They are
yeah.
making their money. I wonder what he's. I think I don't know if he's upset with the 2 fouls on Degata, but I guess that's the only two things he's not happy. He's shaking his head as he goes back to the huddle, but you
He's,
gotta love it.
he's telling the other ref now to watch out for arm checks.
So, team scoring, Zach. These teams almost identical on the season. 62.3 for Seymour, 63.6 for St. Paul. Defense, though, St. Paul gives up about 6 more points, 57.6 to Seymour's 51.4. So, point differential for Seymour is about 11. Point differential for St. Paul 6. So, we'll see how the score ends up tonight. But offensively, both teams are very similar. Defensively, Seymour gives up less. So,
Yeah, Seymour's up here 9. St. Paul hasn't been able to really score. Well, as soon as I say that, Rigsby gets an easy 2 off of an inbounds play. Good play design there by the assistant coach for St. Paul. Hamilton, good move. Steps into mid-range, leaves it short. Rebound Portello. Back to
White's
Hamilton.
wide
White.
open. So this much what we saw in that first half, Zach.
Woo!
Ooh, no contact. Seymour with second chance points. Carfiello has it. Stripped. A jump ball. Oh. Kid Clements was trying to get out of the way.
Florence was trying to do the Iverson step over there.
Yeah,
Carviello didn't want to let it happen. But
Frazier. Coach Phelps looks over at Coach Carviello. He's giving him the death stare. Zach, he's giving him the death stare. Do you
Yeah.
see that?
I think I've been also looking at this student section too.
Yeah. It's getting heated here in Seymour, Zach. That's a travel.
Crazy.
So we have not seen this much emotion in a while, Zach, here
No.
at Seymour. So it's interesting what they're doing here. They're making Joey Carfiello be the primary ball handler, bringing the ball up. I mean, I like that because he can finish, Zach.
Yeah, he just blew by Frazier and a nice lay over Rigsby.
And you got senior going against sophomore there, Zach, and Joey Carfiello going against the sophomore Frazier. Good D there by Robbie Carfiello and Clements.
Yeah.
He was right in his face.
Yeah, you don't see it, but when he goes up, his hand's just right in the eyes of Clements.
Yeah.
He rose up above him, but he wouldn't let him see where the rim was. Carfiello step back into a 3, and he'll connect, and he'll hit the Mikal Bridges and let Frazier know. Well, Seymour.
34, up 12 for Seymour quick, Zach.
I mean, no one besides Clements will shoot the ball.
Yeah.
Rigsby and 1 to cut it to potentially single digits here. He's had a pretty solid game offensively for him. I think he's 8 points now.
He's got 7. So that's the second on Carfiello, Zach. So Rigsby to shoot 1. Misses. Good box out there by Joey Carfiello and Frazier.
Well, let's see. Joey Carfiello has once again. Yeah.
He's got Leggett on him, who's only a sophomore.
You have Hamilton wide open in the corner. You still have Hamilton wide open in the corner.
There they got him. Portella had it. Hamilton gets the rebound, throws it up wildly. Players go down. Ooh. Sumner went down hard.
Yeah.
Leggett.
Woo! Tough bucket there for Ethan Clements.
He's got 14.
Yeah, it's been Ethan Clements and company for St. Paul. if you're Seymour, you take one man out of the equation, and it's a lot different ball game here.
Carfiello just having his way. That looks like that's going to be on the get. Yeah, that's his second. So, Zach, a minute left here in this quarter. Would you bring back Placencia?
I would honestly leave him on the bench, start out in the fourth quarter with him, and have him give some good minutes to about like the 6 minute mark, take him out, sit him, and put him back in around that 3 minute, 2 minute mark for the end of the fourth quarter if it starts to get close.
Joey misses the first, so Jake George into the game for Quartella. Calabrese in for Hamilton. McMahon back into the game for Sumner. George gave you quality minutes in the first half with getting some rebounds there, Zach, and some hustle plays. Haven't seen much from Calabrese offensively. He's in there for shooting. Joey misses the second.
Wentz is going to pull it. Yeah.
Off the mark. That was nothing but the glass. Joey tries to cross him over, gets it to White.
George knocks down the long two for his first basket.
10-point lead here for Seymour, Zach. 41 seconds left in this quarter. Clements is going to pull it, Zach. He's been... Frazier's been in there for about 10 seconds. No call. Ball's wild.
Yeah, it's just a lot of action is the best way to put it.
2 for McMahon. He's got 7. So one shot here. Coach Carfiello wants one. They're going to send 2 here. Look for your shooters here. You got White and Calabrese. Carfiello will pull. George had it. I don't know if I like that shot.
Yeah, you get a hand up, though. Get back, get a hand up. Frazier with a good basket there to cut it to 6 here entering the fourth. And this is where I would put Placencia in to start to dominate the offensive and defensive glass, as well as add a little bit of size in for Seymour.
I don't know if I like that offensive set there, the last minute there for Seymour. You had a 10-point lead, and now it's only 6, Zach. So you gave up 4 easy points to St. Paul there. So let's talk a little bit about our sponsors. I know we didn't mention them at halftime. So first we want to roll with New Balance. So thank you to New Balance for their support of our program here at Project Purple with Project Purple Sports. They've allowed us to go into communities to stream high school sports and provide student athletes with fantastic co-branded Project Purple and New Balance gear with their school logos. And it's been really great to have New Balance along on this journey here at Project Purple Sports. Our second sponsor here in the state of Connecticut. We are super excited to be partnering with Project Purple Sports and Hartford Healthcare and our mission of a world without pancreatic cancer. In 2024, we donated $750,000 to Hartford Healthcare and work with them to hopefully end this thing called pancreatic cancer. That grant went towards what will become the state's largest screening and surveillance program for pancreatic cancer. So super excited to be working with Hartford Healthcare here at Project Purple Sports. So Zach, here we are, start of the fourth quarter. Seymour holding on to a 6-point lead. That quarter was all the Carfiello show, Zach. They scored on every possession except for 5 points.
And they'll double right off of the inbound. It means you got someone open.
I like the aggressiveness here by St. Paul. They're trying to speed this up. I think they realize. Nice 2 by Carfiello.
Well, the issue is that they've taken a lot of shots, St. Paul. I think they have more than Seymour, but they haven't made a lot of shots. So they're trying to get more in hopes that they'll start to fall as Leggett will miss badly on the 3.
So George starts here for Seymour as they start this fourth quarter. I thought Calabrese going to steal it. Ooh, it's going to be on McMahon, his second. Quick foul there.
It looks like Hamilton is checking back into the game.
Joey Carfiello with 18 already, Zach. 50-42. He had 7 in that third quarter. His brother had 6.
And Hamilton will check in for Jake George here, so Seymour's kind of undersized.
Which they kind of match up well. So I think that's what St. Paul was looking for. They want to jump the dribblers out. Ooh, that looked like a carry by Clements.
Yeah, it was
Kind of like
close.
palm it. And I know that doesn't get called often here in the high school ranks, unless if it's like late. We've got a substitution coming in. Degada to check in for St. Paul.
That's where I'd be getting Placentia up off the bench to match Degada. Phelps wants to play chess, you play checkers if you're Seymour. White with a wide open look. Can't get it to go.
St. Paul's offense has just been really stagnant the whole game, other than Clements.
Yeah, he's the only one with any pop as he'll try a 3 of his own, and he'll connect with his 5-point deficit now for St. Paul here. And if they're going to go with a 1-2-2, kind of trapping press. Hamilton will get a wide open corner 3 out of it. No good. Calabrese will be called for a foul.
Zach, you have the shot clock, you have the lead, the 5-point lead. You have the shot clock. You don't need to rush your shots. Get the shot you want to take. The first shot's probably not going to be the shot. So Calabrese substituted by Anthony Portella, sophomore quarterback. So St. Paul with a little bit of a size advantage here with Degada back into the game.
Yeah.
He picked up 2 quick fouls though in that third quarter and was really not effective offensively.
No, but if they look at him now, he has some size, and that'll be a charge. Way to beat them, beat McMahon to the spot. I couldn't speak there for a second. It looked like McMahon's a little shaken up there.
He was waiting for one of his teammates to help him up, and no one came. Nice charge there by Joey Carfiello.
Yeah.
No charges don't score points in the books, actually.
No, but Seymour has 3 of them this game. Coach Carfiello, I think, will call a 30-second.
30 seconds.
No,
full time. That's a good call by Seymour. You're seeing some pressure here by St. Paul, and you had all the Seymour players except for Robbie Carfiello and the person taking the ball out in the half court, in the backcourt. So here, if you're Seymour, you're up 5, Zach. As I was saying, the clock is your friend. Use the clock. Maybe move the ball around a little bit. Don't need to take the first open shot that presents itself. You want to utilize that clock, use that time management here, especially with a 5-point lead. You know, we've seen a couple Seymour games here recently where they've had that lead, and just whether it's been free throws or poor clock management, in particular the Crosby game, where, you know, they had the lead and all they had to do, Zach, was make a couple free throws or hold on to the ball and kill the clock a little bit. So, I mean, still a lot of time left in this game, 5:44. Seymour up 50-45, but want to be a little bit smarter if you're Seymour in terms of your shot selection.
And I would also like to see Placentia back in here to kind of match up with Degada and swing a little bit of the size advantage to Seymour's way, as well as just right now every possession is crucial for St. Paul. So if you can start to minimize their second chance opportunities and increase your second chance opportunities offensively, it'll be a lot easier here for Seymour to manage the game.
The middle is going to be wide open here on this press. That's not where you want, because they want to jump it there. That was not a good pass by Shane White. Ball's on the ground. Stolen. Jump ball, though. It's going to stay St. Paul ball.
Yeah, I mean, we are set up for a good finish here, though, at least. You know, St. Paul brought it within 5.
Yeah. So, Zach, I know they teach this early, but never get caught in the corner on the zone trap.
They
Never
always
throw
say.
a cross court pass.
Out of bounds is another defender on the court. White will take it from Frazier, and he'll go right at Leggett for an easy 2 points. So he made up it for that turnover there, Tino.
Yes, yes. I'll give you that, Zach. Clements just dealing. I thought he was going to jack that three.
So did
Frazier had it to Delgado.
You can't forget where
Clements wide open. Ball's on the ground. Jump ball again. It's going to stay Seymour ball. Good hustle by both teams.
Yeah, especially Logan Hamilton taking it to the taller Tagata. So, what point would you consider maybe throwing Placencia out there again, Dino?
I think if it's single digits, Zach, I'd love to see him in around 4 minutes. I think you go early because
White, three, right in front of the student section, and he's got a quick 5 here.
that's his 4th 3 of the game, Zach. 10-point lead now. You see Sumler at the scorer's table. I know he was a kind of a pain in White's neck in that 3rd quarter. Travel like Clements. Kind of like an unforced turnover there.
Yeah, I didn't see much of a walk there. I actually thought they were going to call a foul on Robbie Carfiello.
Sumler into the game. He replaces Frazier for St. Paul. White's got it. Over to Hamilton. I go back to White. You got to find the shooters.
I would too. He skipped right over him. Portello will try a 3 of his own.
In and out.
Yeah. It was a good shot there. I like it though. Want to make yourself an offensive threat and have St. Paul have to close out on you.
Clements drives, floater off the mark. Delgado off the mark. Leggett had it. It's going to be Seymour ball. Coach Phelps just can't believe what he's seeing here. He tried to get a sub in quick, just didn't get it in time. Seymour's got to take care of this ball, though. A lot of one-handed passes. Bad turnover there by Robbie Carfiello. Leggett gets it, drives off the mark. Portello with the rebound. Seymour's got numbers. Oh, should have passed it.
He thought he was going to bite his Carfiello will try a corner 3. Rebound White. He'll go right up with it. And he's got 7 here in the 4th quarter. Timeout. St. Paul.
White's been the difference this quarter, Zach. A couple of hustle plays, 3. He's feeling it.
He's got 16 on the game.
So something that we've talked about all season with the Seymour Wildcat boys basketball team is who else is going to step up other than Joey Carfiello. I know we had a couple players, Motel, Cortella, who are football players that, sometimes we see that football rust kind of takes half a season to get through their system. But tonight, we've seen Shane White and Logan Hamilton kind of step up along with Robbie Carfield. I mean, Jake George has got 1-2, but the rest have been from the 4 seniors here, really the 5 seniors. George is a senior as well. So, White's had a hell of a quarter here with 7. Carfiello led the way up until this quarter, for Seymour, but White's had a hell of a quarter here. So if you're Seymour, this is very positive going into this part of the season to see some players like White and Hamilton continue to produce more than what they usually produce.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for season averages for the core 4, they're all around 10 points a game. Obviously, Joey's at around 24, 25, but the core 4 group of players, they average about 55 alone. So they're at their season average right now of 57. Sumler will try a corner 3 off the mark rebound. Robbie Carfiello.
They got numbers if they look up. Trap coming for White.
Good skip pass. Hamilton with a wide open corner three. In and out. Strong rebound, Portello.
That's going to stay Seymour ball. St. Paul just can't buy a rebound tonight, Zach. And Tagada's out of the game, so their size advantage. I'd love to see put Placencia back in, Coach Carfiello. White was open. He had him.
Shoot it.
Tough. Out of contact. Joey Carfiello, he gets it too. He's up to 21.
I think Clements tries a three of his own. Can't get it to go. Rebound White. I think White and Carfiello are outscoring St. Paul by themselves this quarter.
Yeah, I would get St. Paul has 1-3, Zach. Clements this quarter. I would get Placencia back in if you're Coach Carfiello. Is he listening to us, Zach? Can we get the line over to the bench over there? Put Ethan Placencia back into the game. You
Get
got
the
2
student
minutes.
section. Let's get that chant going. I'm sure he'll go in the game.
I would get him in. St. Paul can't buy it.
Oh boy.
Coach Phelps onto the court, and White and they get. Is that White and Clements? Coach Phelps is on the court talking to Clements.
Oh,
Something's
boy.
going on. Coach Phelps is telling him to. That's not a good sign.
Coach Carfiello is telling White to calm down a little bit here. He's antagonizing the St. Paul team. But this is another thing of experience, right? The seniors, they know how to kind of do the little things, get into the other team's heads, and it's a young sophomore team. That's I don't know
So
what
jump ball looks like. So Phelps is still jawing with his star player. I don't think he was happy. I didn't see it. I was focused on the jump ball as Phelps walked onto the court to break up the jump ball and then continued to walk towards his sophomore Clements.
I guess that's how you know you're a legendary coach, because no coaches I've seen can do that mid.
Is that a tactical though? Like the coach can't come on the court?
It should be. As Sumler missed an easy layup, ripped away by Joey Carfiello.
A little bit of frustration here is going to happen, Zach. I feel Sumler gets the foul. You know, young team. You know, a lot of these plays, that's Sumler's third, you know. So you got a 14-point lead here for Seymour. 2 minutes to go in this game, but you know, to lose the rebounds, miss easy bunnies, it's easy to get very frustrated.
They have Shane White wide open. They have him wide open. Skip it up the head to him. Clements just said something to White, and White just pointed and told Clements to check the scoreboard.
And Calabrese is going to come in for White. I think that's going to be his night.
Well, unless it's a closer game.
Carfiello's having a coaching moment with his senior tri-captain. Now he's putting him back in. I think he just wanted to talk to him.
I think
he's done for the night. He's getting water.
Well, we don't know if he's done for the night yet. But I think the part of it is your Clements is you've taken a lot of shots. It hasn't really gone your way tonight, and you're just very frustrated on top of everything. McMahon will get blocked by Carfiello.
Clements just throws it up. Air ball. Joey Carfiello streaking to the basket.
And he puts it on Rigsby's head for an easy two.
Looks like Coach Phelps is going to clear the bench. Clements stripped there. Gets it back. He's got 2 players on him.
It's a carry.
Timeout. And Coach Phelps, we're going to get mass substitutions here for Seymour. Placencia back in. I thought he should have came in a minute ago, but what do I know, Zach? Seymour's up 61-45. Minute 16 to go here, so.
Yeah, it looks like I think we're going to have Placencia, Krashenko, Motel, Actually, I have no clue. There's so many players trying to figure everything out, who's coming in, who's not right now.
So for St. Paul, it looks like we've got slow players as well. Some fans are starting to leave, Zach. I guess it's time to go warm up the bus. If you're St. Paul and if you're Seymour, just finish strong. So Robbie Carfiello, Peyton Motel, looks like Sean Douglas into the game, Ethan Placencia, and Nicholas Krashenko. St. Paul going deep into the bench. A couple players. Cravenzola's in there with Capetta. Number
Robbie
5.
Corfiello with a block.
Motel has it.
Looks like a
Yeah, that looked like a
foul.
hold from here. Like we're gonna get some more substitution in here. Champagne in for Placencia and Villanueva in for. I don't even think we have Villanueva in the scorebook, but Villanueva in for Carfiello.
Nueva thought about a 3.
Champagne has it. It's going to be a foul. A little hip check there by Liam Gaffney. he gave Douglas a shoulder check, Zach. So 45 seconds here left in this one. 61-45. Ball's on the ground. Sloppy play here. Krashenko had it. Cravenzola has it here for St. Paul. Capetta. Leggett still out there. No one's going to shoot.
Not yet, at least.
Well, this is similar to what we saw in the first unit, right? No one really wanted to shoot other than Clements.
Yeah.
So if you're St. Paul here, you've got a lot of youth. So there's some deep shot by Nathan Cravenzola. Only their second shot of this quarter, Zach. But 6 points to Seymour's offensive explosion here.
I'm gonna watch some of these handshakes here for
yeah,
sure.
we're going to watch the line here and make sure. I think it'll be fun. But Zach, 61-48 Seymour. They'll move to 11-6. St. Paul moves to 9-9.
12-6 for Seymour.
12-6. I'm sorry, 12-6. So
We'd
Seymour comes away with a W, led by Joey Carfiello. Zach, he had 22, followed by Shane White Jr. with 16. Robbie Carfiello chipped in with 11, and Logan Hamilton with 10, and Jake George with 2. So that's your offense for Seymour. Zach, we've got a couple games coming up. We've got Kennedy here at Seymour, and then Monday we're at Notre Dame Prep down in Fairfield. We haven't seen those guys since they were the #1 team, losing to St. Bernard at Sacred Heart. So we've got an exciting one from Notre Dame Prep in Fairfield on Monday. So make sure to subscribe to Project Purple Sports so you get the notification when we go live. I think we're going to be coming here with Coach Carfiello, Zach.
Yeah, Coach Carfiello and Joey Carfiello for a little post-game interview just to talk about his new milestone as an 1,000-point scorer. So if you guys stay put, we'll have that coming to you really quickly.
are unmuted. Now, no, you go put it down. We gotta share the mic. We gotta do a little mic check.
Mike,
Am I
yeah.
gonna be able to hear?
Well, you're gonna be able to hear me
Hear
ask you
you?
the questions.
You gotta talk
Yeah.
loud.
Yeah. All right. So.
I'm getting old.
All right. So I'm here with. Hold on. Just wait a second. Okay. Hold on. We're waiting to adjust the camera real quick. But I'm here with Coach Carfiello and Joey Carfiello. There you go. Now looking at the camera. So I want to start off by congratulating you on joining the list of Seymour Wildcats with your 1,000 point. You joined your dad. Let me hear a little bit from a father and a coach perspective, and then I'll get your perspective on the milestone.
Anytime you have a player get 1,000, took us. You could see on the banner. It took us a while. I think it was 18 years in between, and now we've had 4 in the last maybe 5 or 6 years. It's special. But obviously, I'd be lying if I didn't say this was very, very, very special. To have him, do what he's been doing his whole career, and then the year that he's had this year is just unreal. Like this is one of the best seasons that a kid has had under, since I've been a coach, no doubt. And to have him on that banner with me now, 30 years later, it's surreal. The other day, I couldn't really process it when it happened because we were down 18. We came back, cut the lead to 2. So the lead it's a 2-point game. So I'm thinking about the game. But then I really sat back and it's super special, man. He's a great player and a great kid.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, ever since I was little, we would like joke about it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get 1,000 points. But like once you really like coming into this season, I kind of like rendered in my head that I actually got a shot at it. And then like as the games went on, the kids wanted to get closer and closer. We don't really like understand what's happening. Kind of just like until it actually happened, it's kind of like surreal, like you said.
So we were.
But I am going to bench him if he gets close to my point total.
So we weren't there, but it was at Kennedy the other night, as you mentioned. You're down 18 currently at the time. Why don't you take us a little bit through your emotions, your thought process? Did you know what happened when you made the basket? Did someone tell you? What was going on?
No, I definitely knew. We had a big three to end the half, and I knew I had 11. I needed 13. So I mean, it was like the first play of the second half. Got the ball in the post. Got an assist from Peyton. And I mean, I knew it happened, but it's kind of crazy because we were down. So I mean, I couldn't really get that hype about it because I was still focused on the game. If we were up 30, it'd be different. But thank God we came back and won.
What were you feeling? Like, I mean, not everyone gets to score 1,000 points.
I don't really know how to explain it. It's just kind of like crazy. Like obviously I was excited, but like it was conflicted emotions because we were in a tight game. And I mean, it really processed the night when I got home, when I started getting the text and everybody congratulating me. That's when it really sunk in. It's really special, especially being up there. I mean, I'm number 10th player up there, so that's cool. But yeah, it just really means a lot, to be honest.
I could help him out too because how he felt. He was definitely tight because the kids played all year and like nothing has phased him. So he's come out, nothing's phased him. But you could tell he came out that game a little bit tight, a little bit nervous. I think once he made a basket, but then he hit a 3 in the corner, and I think that was it. I think once he made that 3, he was like, okay, I'm in the rhythm, I'm in the game, and then he was fine after that. He went from 2 to 30 and quick.
Now, as a coach, when he made that basket, were you still in coach mode, or did you go to dad mode when he scored the 1,000 point?
I went into dad mode, gave him a hug and a kiss. I was in dad mode then. But then, like I said, immediately back to coach mode. I said, now we got to win this game because we had an 18-point lead down to 2 at that point, and then we were fortunate enough to come out down the stretch.
Yeah, that was a great game. Me and Dino were watching the other stream with Chris Saunders. We were also getting texts from Shane updating us on everything. But then you came here tonight, took care of business. It was at times it looked like St. Paul was clawing back. Then you guys put your foot back on the gas pedal, full throttle. It was very chippy game, a lot of emotions. You got honored pregame. You looks like you already want to start taking a lot of jawing between players. I mean, I don't know if I've seen a coach. I know Coach Phelps is very respected in the coaching league, be able to walk into the middle of the court mid-play. But
just to start, that was a great team win. I mean, props to everybody in that locker room. Everybody did a little piece in that game, whether it was rebounding, assist, points. Everybody stepped up. I mean, it got a little shaky sometimes, but in the end, we came through, and I think we kept punching back, which is what a team does.
Just to double on what he just said, I had said to them at the end of the game in the locker room, I said, this team is becoming a team. Like, there's guys now, in the beginning of the year, not everybody was contributing. But now there's guys every night contributing. Like I said, Peyton Motel the other night was amazing. Tonight you had Anthony Cortello played amazing down the stretch. Jake was big down the stretch. Ethan Placencia hasn't played really much at all year. I think he had double-figure rebounds. So we're starting to become a team and get contributions from different people, and that's why we have a 6-game win streak, and that's why we're dangerous right now.
So I want to talk a little bit about the road ahead now. I know we will be back here for senior night, I think next Thursday
Yep.
for Kennedy. I'm not sure. I think you have one in between.
We have Ansonia on Tuesday. Yep.
Yeah, so I think I don't know, are you away again after senior night? Or?
No, that's it. So we have 2 games left, at Ansonia on Tuesday, Kennedy home senior night, and then we have a bye. So then it will just be the end of the NVL tournament.
So let's talk a little bit about NVL and states. You're qualified for states with your 8 win. Actually, you got your 12th win tonight. NVL, I don't know if you're going to be able to bump up much. I'm not positive off the top of my head. I know you're sitting at 6th right now.
I think the highest we can get is maybe 4 or 5. If we win out, I think we'll be that 4 or 5 game. So either way, it doesn't really matter, 4 or 5. But we can get that 4 and 5 game if we win out.
Yeah.
As far as states, we're trying to get, we were 10 going into today. From what I was looking at, you can get as high as probably like 7, and if you can get to 8, that could be, if you win that first game, you get 2 home games.
Yeah, that'll be huge because then those games will potentially be coming from Project Purple Sports once again like last year.
But at the middle school.
Yes, yes. Well, we had some good moments at the middle school. I know we had Jaquan Ellison tonight. He sent you guys to the quarterfinals last year with a huge 3. Talk a little bit about, I'm sure you have been watching some matchups that you'll potentially be facing in the NVL and the state tournament. What is your thought process been as a player and then as a coach to kind of?
I mean, it's kind of, you got to get hot at the right time, especially towards playoffs. I think that's what we're doing. And, I mean, it's just mentally prepping. They're going to be in close games. It's going to be close. It's not going to be a blowout. All the teams are good. So it's just that mental aspect. If you stay in the games, you're going to win it.
Yeah, so a lot of the teams in Division III we've actually already seen, or I have seen. We played Foreign, Torrington's in there. We played Fitch last year. So there's some teams that we are familiar with, but it's deep. Division III is really deep this year.
All right, well, I want to thank both of you for your time. Congratulations again on the 1,000 points. Anything you'd like to say to the fans?
Got it. I've done this before.
No, I just appreciate Project Purple and Zach and everybody that they, everything that they do. It's amazing, Dino, the things that they've done for us over the last couple of years, and for you guys at home. A lot of you guys get to watch the games at home. That's pretty cool. And just keep watching, and hopefully we could string together some more wins along with this guy.
What he said.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Zach. So we're back, and that's it from Seymour tonight. So we're back next week here, next Thursday. You'll be here with Thomas, hopefully, and then Monday we'll be down at Notre Dame Prep for Immaculate. So make sure to subscribe, follow Project Purple Sports on X, and thank you for watching, and we'll see you.